everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Beathard to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Oh, Beathard. Over the middle, complete. It's Garner. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the...
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Falcons grab it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. A give to Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 8 carries, 55 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Preston Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And now some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. And
he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup.
Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. To throw is Beathard. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Grady Jarrett able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now that put the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for him to try it again later.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. He's airing it out for Sanu. And they will not be able to hook look up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run with Mack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's 10 yards to go on third.
Here we go.
To throw is Beathard. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run a draw here on second down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This will be caught at about the 5. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
Now Beathard fighting him off. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe. The INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect for your team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like, what are they planning on doing here? What kind of crazy play should we expect to see? But there's no way they should pick that up here, and they didn't.
And now incredible field position. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
So out come the Falcons now. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They're going to try and throw. And he finds a man. For the crossing route. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're no two.
And it's a fumble. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
You got him! You got him! Got it. Here we go now. Blue landing.
Here's Beathard to throw. And a first hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there around the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights. And he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20. Line. They'll throw here. Beathard. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shift together here from the D-line.
Green 39! Green 39!
Beathard. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now.
I got you! Here we go now!
They're going to look to throw. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
False start, offense.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
False start, offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. line. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making it really nice?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play on third down for the Falcons. Falcons, 44 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16. Yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. As they run left side. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 22-yard line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. This is taken at the 23. And here a juke. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him as it is. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll drop to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
False start. Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw here. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So now he's equaled his interception total. Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up a throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
And pressure gets to him again. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards. On first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time to make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Come the Falcons. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Hightower in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. And, a crusher that, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just